can imagine.
Nobody on yet,
Everybody's a little slow to get
huh?
up
Yeah.
this morning. Move this thing.
Today is like a fly or cardio,
Yeah, it's burst training. So it's kind of basically a Metcon. Hey, Alicia. Morning.
Good morning.
be moving, I'll say that. Morning, Amanda. All right. Safe to go, 5 a.m. on the dot. So, starting out for our warm-up for our EMOM day. It's going to be a burst training day, basically a Metcon day, all EMOM, so every minute on the minute. For our warm-up, we're going to start with 1 minute of inchworms. So we know these well. Keep those legs straight, walk those hands out. You can push up or cobra at the bottom, and then walk those hands back into the toes. We're going to do that for a minute just to get us nice and loose and warmed up. And then we're going to go into a 3-minute AMRAP of 3 movements with descending reps. So you're going to do 30 line hops. You can go lateral or forward, 30 line hops total, so 15 on each side. Then you're going to come down for 20 shoulder taps, 20 shoulder taps, and then up for 10 air squats. 10 air squats. That's after this 1 minute of inchworms. We'll hit that 3-minute AMRAP. I'll remind you of all those movements and reps when we get there. So let's start on those inchworms. Get it warmed up here early in the morning. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going to do them with you because it's 5 a.m. and I need to get warmed up myself.
I know your ways. Already read all your plays. Yeah. I think I'm booked for tomorrow. Yeah.
Those legs nice and straight.
I see you feeding they hate. See the
Better feel that stretch in those hamstrings and that low back. Hopefully feel those shoulders get warmed up. 30 seconds in, there you go. Nothing to rush here. If you want to take some time when you get back to those toes, just to lengthen those legs, rock through that spine. That's fine. A few seconds left here to go. We're going to start that 3-minute AMRAP in 3, 2, 1. You're going to start with 30 line hops, then 20 total shoulder taps, and then 10 air squats. As many rounds as you can get in this 3 minutes. Trying to move on those hops. Doesn't have to be a sprint on those taps. I would rather you feel that upper body activating and waking up as you move through that shoulder tap rep, rather than just throwing those hands up and down. Feel that body, feel those upper body waking up. You're 1 minute in, 2 to go. Try to get 2 or 3 rounds here if we can. Try to get a round in a minute. You want to keep that pace. If not, that's all right. Just warm it up.
I reminisce on times we ain't had nothing. You find out who you really are when your ribs touching. Are you gonna quit when you can't pay your rent? Or y'all gonna lock up like niggas?
Nice job, ladies. Nice job, ladies. Nice job, man.
Like shoulder blades, we sharper together. If you see us with gold scissors, then we cutting the tether. Underground teams with above ground dreams. About to part the Red Sea, tell Pharaoh that it's free. Last night, this time, cover up running through late night. That's the only thing I know. Been through the fire, now I'm lost. My dogs, they with me. I'll never be alone.
You're 2 minutes into this 3-minute AMRAP. Keep it up for 60 more seconds. 1 more minute. After this minute, we're going to go into 1 minute of Spider-Man stretches. So push to the end here. We'll have another minute to cool it back down a little bit. Slow it back down and stretch it out before we start this workout. 45 seconds to go. Thirty seconds to go. Get it up here. Push to the end. Push to the end of this warm-up. Got a minute of Spider-Man stretches coming, so you'll have time to slow it back down, catch your breath, loosen it back up. Push it in, 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into 1 minute of Spider-Man stretches, so you're in a high plank position. You're going to bring one foot up next to that same hand on that same side, and then you're going to rotate into that hip in that T-spine rotation and switch legs every so often. No need to rush through these here. Just trying to get that stretch in and then switch legs. All right, we got 1 minute here, rotating back and forth on those legs. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Open up those hips here. Try to sink into those hips. Really think about rotating that upper back when we rotate into that T-spine rotation. Look up to that ceiling. Pull that hand through your chest. We got 30 more seconds running through this. 30 more seconds. Feel that upper body firing. Feel that back activating as we rotate through that final rotation. 20 seconds to go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done with that warm-up. Nice job, ladies. Hopefully we feel loose. Hopefully our blood's pumping a little bit here early in the morning. We have an EMOM today. 2 parts of this EMOM. If you're on Zoom, of course you have your board dedicated to the movements and the reps. If you look at, I think it's Abigail's iPad today, if you see that on there. If you're on Facebook, I put the workout in the description, so you can scroll up to that and look at that if you were on Facebook. So our workout for today, part number 1 is going to be a 10-minute EMOM. It's split into 2 parts. So your minute 1 through 5, so EMOM basically means every minute on the minute. Minute 1 through 5, you're going to have half devil presses to complete. Half devil presses. So what a half devil press is just like a devil press, except you're not dropping your chest down onto the burpees. You're just going to do a half burpee on those dumbbells, come back up, tuck those dumbbells into the hips, and then bring them overhead. So stringing it together, looks like this. If you have 1 dumbbell today, you're just going to half burpee over that dumbbell. You should end with your feet straddling that dumbbell and then bringing that overhead like a snatch if you have 1 dumbbell. So you have 6 half devil presses on minute number 1. Every minute of that first 5 minutes, you increase those reps by 1 rep. So you'll go 7 on minute 2, 8 on minute 3, 9 on minute 4, 10 on minute 5. After that 5th minute, we go straight into the 6th minute, and your movement changes to single arm dumbbell thrusters. So you got 1 dumbbell, front rack position, squatting, pressing overhead at the top of that squat. Using that leg drive to bring that dumbbell overhead. Your reps on that one start at 10, and then you increase by 10 every minute until minute 10. So minute 6 is 10, minute 7, 20, minute 8, 30, 40, 50. On those last few rounds, if it turns into an AMRAP, just keep pushing yourself as long as you can. It's going to get hard to get those big reps when we get to that final couple minutes. The movements are all total for this first part. So those thrusters, if it's 10, it's 5 on each arm, so switch at 5. If it's 20, it's 10 on each arm, so switch at 10 or switch at 5 as long as you're getting 20 total altogether. All right, we'll talk about part 2 after we finish this first 10 minutes. But get ready for those 6 half devil presses. You're going to go up by 1 rep every minute, and that clock keeps rolling. It is an EMOM, so it's every minute on the minute. We will start that next minute. If you finish your 6 half devil press before the minute, you will go into high knees until we get to that next minute. All right, high knees if you finish. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Six reps from this first minute. Use those legs to pull those dumbbells overhead. Treat it almost like a kettlebell swing here. Use that hip pop. Bring those elbows overhead, get those 6, and then you hit those high knees. 6 and then hit those high knees. Nice job, boys. You got 25 seconds. 25 seconds. Hit those high knees. Those reps are going to go up to 7 on this second minute. Second on this 7 minute. You got 15 to go. Here we go. Get ready for rep 7 on those half double press. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 7 reps this minute. 7 reps. Nice job, ladies. Way to knock out those 6 nice and quick. There we go, Lisa. Nice job. Heavy weights there. Heavy weights. Looking good. 45 to go on minute 2. You get those 7 reps, then you go straight into those high knees. You can move in for minute number 3. So we're halfway here on the second minute. There we go. Nice job. 15 seconds. Catch your breath. Bring that heart rate down. Get ready for minute number 3. You got 8 reps on the double press this time around. 8 reps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 reps. Let's go Facebook. Stay with us there. You got 8 reps on this third round. Half double press. No push-ups on those dumbbells. Just half burpees on those dumbbells. Increasing that volume every round. 8 reps here. Halfway. Nice job, y'all. Come on, push. 20 seconds to go. There we go, there we go. Recover for minute number 4 here. Minute number 4. You got 9 reps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 9 reps. That recovery time gets less and less every round. That recovery time gets less and less. That's part of the stimulus here for these EMOMs, especially with these increased reps. 9 reps on this one. Here goes 9. Come on. We will only have 1 more minute on this double press after this round. So get it all you can. Seconds to go. Minute 9. Nice job. 10 seconds. Going right back in for your final round of these half double presses. You're going to have 10 on this round. 10. In 3, 2, 1. You got 10 reps this round. Come on, recover and jump back down there. Recover and jump back down there. After this minute, we go straight into those single arm thrusters. Straight into those single arm thrusters. You may not want to hear that, but the clock keeps rolling. Try to knock out these 10 so you can recover a little. Halfway, 30 seconds to go. 20 to go. Great job, let's go, ladies, come on. We're going right into those single arm thrusters in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 10 single arm thrusters on this first round, 5 on each arm. You can catch your breath if you knock out these 10 really quick. Knock them out. seconds in, get them done. Halfway, 30 seconds. Time easy as you finish. But focus on catching that breath, bringing that heart rate down as you finish it up. Great job, y'all. Great job. Way to push to that first half and get into the second half. 15 seconds. Your reps are going to 20. 10 on each side. Minute number 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Minute number 7 of this 10-minute EMOM. Minute number 7. 4 to go. 20 reps here. 10 on each arm. Hang in there, ladies. Hang in there. All you're going to accumulate quickly on these thrusters. Do what you can. Take breaks when you have to. And hang in there and keep rushing. 30 seconds to go here. 30 seconds to go. You got a short time. 15 to go. Get there if you can. Get ready for that next minute. Reps are going to 30 on this next one. 30 reps on this next minute. In 3, 2, 1. You got 30 reps, y'all. 30 reps. Come on, 3 more minutes of work left here. If it turns into an AMRAP at this point, that's all right. Work as you can. Take breaks when you need to. Try to get max reps for the remainder of this EMOM. You're doing great. Hard work here. 30 seconds to go on this 8 minutes. Great job, ladies. Squats staying low. Arms getting fully locked out overhead. Everybody's looking great on form. 15 seconds to go. Minute 8. We'll get a nice little intermission here after this EMOM. Nice little intermission to push to the end here. You got minute number 9 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got minute number 9. 2 minutes to go on this one. Reps are going to 40 on minute number 9. 40 reps if you're still on that EMOM. If you're AMRAPing at this point, just keep working. Switch every 5 reps, switch every 10 reps. But just keep working, take breaks as you need to, grind it out. 30 seconds on minute number 9. $20 to go right here. 15 seconds. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. 1 more minute to go after this one. 1 more minute to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is your final 60 seconds. As many reps as you can get here. Final minute. You're pushing on that EMOM still. You have 50 reps as your goal. 50 reps. If you're AMRAPing, then you are getting as many as you can, pushing yourself to your final freak here. 30 seconds to go. That's right. Come on, push it in here. 20 seconds to go. Almost there. 20 to go. 15 to go. Nice job, Lisa. Nice job, Sandy. Come on. Squats are looking great. Staying low. Push it high. Break open. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done with that first 10-minute EMOM / 4-minute AMRAP. That was what I anticipated. Or Jeremiah sent me that workout last night. I said, I had to demo this one at 9:30. So I said, I plan on AMRAPing for about 4 minutes on that last part. because I'm not going to hit that goal rep. All right, so we have a little intermission here, abs for our intermission. We're going to do a 45-second, 15-second interval. So 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we're going to alternate between two movements. Our first movement is going to be ski abs. Ski abs, so you're in a high plank position, and you are bringing those feet, both feet, up as close to those hands as you can get. You're bringing it to each side every time you come up for a rep. I would recommend, if you have dumbbells or something to elevate your hands a little bit, you can hold on to those dumbbells. That will elevate you a little bit, helps with that mobility if you need help with that on those ski abs. 45 seconds to work on those, and we're going to alternate that with leg raises. So you're on your back, raising those legs up, lifting those hips at the top. If you need to drop the hands down below the butt to support that low back, you can. You've got 45 seconds to work there, 15 seconds to rest. So we'll alternate back and forth on those. We're going to do 3 rounds, all right? So 6 altogether. All right, let's get that. 45 seconds, starting with those ski abs. Give 15 seconds of rest in between each, and then we'll go to those leg raises. Here we go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds working on those ski abs. Tucking those feet up as close to those hands as we can get them. Focus on squeezing that core. Use that midline to bring those legs, those feet up to those hands. When we come back into that high plank position at the back of each rep, make sure you're not letting that midline fall out, not letting that spine flex. You got 15 seconds left on this one, 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 15. We're going to go to those leg raises. Leg raises for 45. Rest it out here. Catch your breath. Shake it out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 45 seconds on those leg raises. 45 seconds on those leg raises. If we're tapping the heels, try to just let them barely love tap that floor. If you can hover them just off the ground, hover them just off the ground. And try to lift those hips at the top of each rep. Use that core to lift those hips off the ground.
If you so antisocial, why you in our mentions? It's a gang, it's a gang. It's a gang.
Way to push through here. Round number 1. 30 seconds in. You got 15 to go on these leg raises. Burning out the abs here. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you go. Rest of 15. We're going back to those ski abs. Round number 2. Round number 2 of 3 here. Get ready. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 on those ski abs. Keep that same focus on that form. Engage that core. Squeeze that navel to that spine. Great job, y'all. If you're feeling any pain in the back or hips with this lateral movement, you can either just pike it up the center or you can go power planks. All right, pike it up the center or go power planks if you have any pain with that lateral movement there on those ski abs. You got 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 15. Get ready for those leg raises. Round number 2. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 45 seconds to work it. Pushing on those leg raises, focusing on that core. 30 seconds to go here. Keep driving those hips up off the ground. Covering those feet at the bottom. 15 to go, short time. One more round after this one, y'all. One more round of this interval here. And then we'll have a good long break while we go over part 2 of this EMOM. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds rest. We got one more round, ski abs and leg raises. One more round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 45 seconds, your final 45 on this ski abs. Final 45. Don't stop on this final round. Don't stop on this final round. You got 15 seconds to go on ski abs. 15 seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 15. Rest for 15. Last 45 seconds to work on this interval, y'all. Last 45. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds to work here. Final 45 seconds here. You got 15 to go. Almost there. And then we'll get a good long break as we talk about part number 2 of this workout. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you are done. Intermission. Getting those abs fired up. Part number 2 for our EMOM today. Part number 2 is going to be the same structure. So you're going EMOM for 10 minutes, every minute on the minute. We have the same division, so we're doing first 5 minutes, minute 1 through 5, are going to be dumbbell cleans, and minute 6 through 10 is going to be mountain climbers or mountain sliders. So for your reps on these, they're similar to that first round. Let's talk about those movements. So for the first 5 minutes, you have dumbbell cleans. They're going to be, you can do them single arm or double arm. If you do them single arm, they are going to be each side. So for the first round, you have 6 dumbbell cleans. So that dumbbell starts between the feet on the ground. You squat down just like you would in a snatch. Drive through the legs, stand up hard and fast, and bring that dumbbell to the shoulder, that front rack position. So instead of bringing it overhead, you're just bringing it to the shoulder. So you would have 6 on one side, switch arms, 6 on the other. That's if you're going single arm. If you're going double, you'll just do 6 total. You'll go down the side and do 6 total. I can grab 2 dumbbells if that helps. Same movement pattern, squatting down, bringing that dumbbell to front rack position. Your reps will go up by 1 rep every minute. So you'll go 7 on minute 2, 8 on minute 3, 9 on minute 4, 10 on minute 5. Then we switch to those mountain climbers or mountain sliders at minute 6. You have 60 for your first round. I'll yell that to you when we get there. So if you're going mountain climbers, just driving those knees to the chest. If you have sliders or something that you can slide on your floor, you can go mountain sliders. Those will be total reps. So 60 total, 30 on each side, and then those go up by 10 every minute. All right, go up by 10 every minute. Here we go, another 10 minutes of work here, every minute on the minute. Starting with those dumbbell cleans, 6 on each side if you're single arm, 6 total if you're double. Here we go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First minute on the clock here. 6 reps. If you finish those 6 reps, for the remainder of the minute, you go into plank up down. Plank up down if you finish those 6 reps. Probably should all get through those on this round, especially if we're going double arm on those. So you'll start plank up downs as soon as you finish. Nice job, way to get into it. You're halfway, you have 30 seconds to work on those. If you want to stop at like 10 seconds to go and rest it out, get ready for minute number 2, you can do that. You have 20 to go here, 20 to go. 7 reps on this second minute. 7 reps on those dumbbell cleans on the second minute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 7 dumbbell cleans on this minute. Way to keep pushing, Amanda. Way to keep pushing, Elizabeth. Facebook Live. Looking good this morning. Hang in there. Starting off our day. 45 seconds to go on this one. Plank up down to finish those 7. As we work on those dumbbell cleans, make sure we're using those legs. Try to drive the chest up. As we drop down and get those dumbbells, drive the chest up, use those legs, get those hips low. 15 seconds before minute number 3, you're going in 8 reps. 8 reps on the minute number 3. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 8 reps on minute number 3. Volume will start to accumulate a little bit here on this 3rd minute. Pushing through, trying to get those 8. $45 to go.
It's the young myth, birth the king from a god that saw me off course and threw me back in the car. Turn rappers ego.
30 seconds, halfway there. Way to finish them up, y'all. Y'all are crushing these cleans, crushing them. 20 seconds to go. Going to 9 reps on this 4th minute, 9 reps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 9 reps. Keep up that intensity. Keep pushing through those 9 as much as you can. There we go. Looking good. Those cleans are great. 45 seconds to go. 9 reps on this one. Only 2 more rounds left on this clean. Now I got those 9. 30 seconds to go. You got 15 seconds. Short time here. Final round of cleans. 10 reps. Coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 reps here. Final round. You can do it, y'all. Come on. Push to these final 10. Reps are accumulating. Volume's picking up. 45 seconds to go. Gonna go straight into those mountain climbers or mountain sliders after this minute. So get ready for that transition. Straight into those mountain climbers or mountain sliders. 60 reps on that 1st minute. Nice time, look. 20 seconds to go here. 20 seconds to go. Get ready for those mountain climbers, mountain sliders. 60 on that 1st round. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 60 mountain climbers. Total reps here. 30 on each side. Drive those shoulders over those hands. Keep that plank nice and tight. Drive those knees to the chest. 60 total. Same thing if you finish. Go into those plank up downs if you finish those 60. 30 seconds in, 30 to go. Halfway. Great job with the 1st round, y'all. I'm thinking these are going to get spicy in about round 2 or 3, so get ready for that. 15 to go. Get your breath out those shoulders, shake out those arms. Start on those plank up downs if you can. You're going into 70 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 70 reps. Quads are going to start burning. Lift hip flexors are going to start getting fatigued. Engage that core, keep that nice and tight. 30 seconds in, y'all. 30 seconds to go. Looking at 20 seconds here. 20 seconds. Plank up downs or rest in here. Get what work you can get done here. 10 seconds to go. And then we go to 80 reps on those mountain climbers and mountain sliders. In 3, 2, 1. You got 80. 80. Don't push here. Final 3 rounds. Final 3 rounds of this EMOM. Halfway on this minute, halfway. Seconds to go. Gotta get a couple plank up downs in and we'll rest out. Get ready for that next minute. We got 90 reps coming. 90 reps. Take out those arms. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 90 reps. Final 2 minutes of work here on the EMOM. 90 reps to go on this minute. Keep driving those knees. Try to keep those hands underneath those shoulders. Take it out when you got to and jump back up there and go. Great job, ladies. Way to push. First training today, 15. Or 30 seconds to go. You're halfway there. 30 seconds to go. Halfway there. You got 15 to go. Shake it out. Get ready for the final minute. Trying to hit 100 sliders or climbers. 100 sliders or climbers on this last minute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last minute of work here, y'all. Come on. Well, you can do it, y'all. You can do it. 45 seconds to go here. 45 seconds to go. Get those 100. Get those 100. Go to triple digits here. Halfway, 30 seconds to go. Come here, devil, like slay. Now he become the prey. New friends, there are none. Don't rock with karma. 20 seconds to go. You work hard. Well, I work hard now. We'll get rest after this. We're going to breathe after this one. Way to push through, y'all. 10 seconds to go. You can do it. Come on. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done. 10 minutes done on that second EMOM. 10 minutes done on that first one. All together, lots of work. Way to push through. We have one more part of this workout. That is the finisher. All right, that is the finisher. So no more ab intervals. We're going to talk about this finisher. We're going to get it done, and then we'll be done for the day. So your finisher is a bit of a chipper, kind of a chipper, a little mini chipper. You have 3 movements you're going to be working on. You're going to start, I know as much as you want to do more climber actions, we're going to do cricket climbers for 100. So cricket climbers, just like those mountain climbers, except you're taking that opposite knee to opposite elbow. 100 total there. 100 total. but that's really just the gatekeeper for what really is the work you're going to be doing, which is man makers. Man makers in this finisher, or woman makers, all right? So, what a man maker is, what a woman maker is it's similar to a devil press, except you're adding in some movement. So the way it works is, you're going to have 2 dumbbells, you're going to drop your chest down onto those dumbbells, and push up. Try not to get hooked on your mic cord. Push up from those dumbbells, then you row, bring the feet in, and then from here it becomes what's called a cluster or a clean thruster. So you're going to clean the dumbbells up, squat under, and thruster overhead. All right, so it looks like this, all in one motion, bringing that chest down. I forgot to row. row, bring the feet in, come under those dumbbells, and then squat or thruster to the top. All right, I'll show you one more time, because it's a lot of movement. Push up on those dumbbells, row, bring the feet in, clean them up, thruster overhead. You have 25 of those. 25 of those. If you finish those in the time allotted, you will go into spider climbers. So the opposite of those cricket climbers, you're going to bring that knee to the outside of the elbow on every rep. 100 total on those as well. So 100 cricket climbers, 25 woman makers, and then 100 spider climbers. As fast as you can, work on that load, and you will get done with this day. All right? Here we go. Starting with those 100 cricket climbers. This is your finisher. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Chip it away at this. Got time to work on it. Got a 7-minute time cap for this one. So you have plenty of time to work on it, chip away. Knock out those cricket climbers. Try to get them in 2 sets, 1 set if you can. And when you get to those man makers, try to knock them out in sets of 5. If you can make 10, make 10. But it's definitely going to have to be a chip on those.
They don't know what we've been doing. Wow, planning a family reunion. Everything booming. I got the bus in the units. Come to your door like I'm known. Put on my life in this music. I got it.
We're going to feel good after this one. Going to get that day started off right here. Almost done with this 45 minutes of work.
Just for the fans of the movement. Yeah, for the friends and the family.
You're 1 minute into this chipper, y'all. You got 6 minutes left on the time cap. Getting it done as quick as you can. When you get to those man makers, try to knock out 5 reps. Take a rest. Knock out another 5. Nice job, man. That was good. Nice job, Lisa. That was good. There we go. Looking good, y'all. Nice. If you want to take that press at the top and go more of a clean press, that's fine. More of a clean press rather than that thruster, that's fine. These are hard enough as they are. Take it to whatever skill level you need to go to there. Keep working. If we're on Facebook, y'all, keep working. You got 7 minutes to complete this. You got 5 minutes left in that time cap. 25 reps on those woman makers. 25 reps. Trying to knock out 5. Take a break. Knock out another 5. Get 5 sets of 5. And you'll be finished.
I ain't turning down nothing but my God. Want that truth?
Keep using those legs on that clean, just like you did in that EMOM. Bring those dumbbells into the hips. Use those legs to stand up hard and fast.
You're a real cool cat, never grew warm. But this my second time around, now I'm in my zone. And if you in the turn, I hope you
Final part of the workout here. Everybody's pushing to try to get back to those spider climbers. It's going to be tough. You can make it.
BT.
3 minutes in, y'all. 4 to go. Heading up on that halfway point here. Heading up to that halfway point. Almost there.
Every day
shot, y'all. Come on, you can do it. Take it out and get back in there. Picking up those dumbbells. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds past 3 minutes, so you're halfway.
Yeah, I see better days. Oh, God be the praise. Dodging all of my ways. No, this ain't no phase. Holy way, no water.
Nice job, looking good. Last bit of work here, y'all. Come on.
Y'all ain't really think I can spit. Look at my life, that holy drip. Running like I'm on third shit. They all look like they wanna quit. They come get like me. In my brain, come find my enemy. Solid with the home team. Feel that manage like New England. Mama taught me how to pray. Came up in a major way. Like it's
Getting it done here early in the morning. Getting it done. The Rooster Crew here at 5 a.m. You're 4 minutes in, 3 to go. On the downhill now, come on.
Snap on the beat when I step in the booth. Running the game, you should check on my shoe. And I'm just doing it like a check on my shoe. I'ma just show you how I really do. Talking about dad, ain't nothing new. Looking around, only a few. OVO, loving the crew.
Well, nothing to focus on but those woman makers here. Nothing to focus on but those. Knocking them out, 1 rep at a time. I know they're a grind. I know every rep feels like eternity. So keep pushing, take it 1 rep at a time. You're heading up on that 2-minute warning, y'all. 2-minute warning coming. You've been pushing for 2 minutes. I know it. Try to finish those 25. Make it. You can get through it.
They think I'ma switch it up. This is not a game. Check the watch, time to grind. Flow switch waterline. Undefeated in my prime. Got the time to back it down. Check this all up in the trunk. Even haters got a blunt. City on me, Babylon. All the only daddy gone. So all over the world. Hope never occur. Don't mind my wrist. I ain't used to be good.
Keep grinding, y'all. Keep grinding. Push up. Roll. Bring those feet in. You can start stepping the feet in if you need to. Start stepping those feet in as you get tired, if you get fatigued. Don't jump them in, step them in. Whatever gets the job done at this point, that's a lot of reps on those, a lot of work. Coming up on that time cap, just over a minute to go. Officially 1 minute, 60 seconds to go. That's all you got left today, y'all. Way to push through, y'all. This is a grind on these Maymakers. Keep grinding away. You're almost there. Under a minute. You got 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds to go. Pushing so hard, ladies. Looking great. Under 30 now. Under 30. Are we going to make it to that 25? Are we going to make it to that 25?
Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the beat with it. These bozos always sneak this and that. These shots, I'm keen with it. Like, no, this beat.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done. Ladies, way to go. That was a lot of work. Any rate, what'd you get to? 21! Anybody finish 25? Almost? You guys were moving, hauling butt on that. That was a lot of reps. Way to push through. Those are a very hard movement, very complex, lots of work. Hey, if you could, grab a spot real quick. Let's just push back into some child's pose. Breathe it out a little bit, stretch it out. Just bring that heart rate down. So you're going to drop down to that tabletop position. So your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then just push those hips back and slowly stretch those hands out, trying to reach as far as you can with those fingers. Push back that butt onto those heels. And just take some nice deep breaths here. Let that low back elongate. Let those shoulders stretch out. You can take those hands over to one side, take them over to the other, walk them over. Really push into that one hip, push into the other if that feels good for you. If not, stay right in the middle, that's fine. Great job today, ladies. Stay in there, breathe it out here. Get you another 3 or 4 big deep breaths in this stretch, and then we will call it a morning. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you are done, ladies. If you can get hands free, go 2 claps. Great job, y'all. Way to start your day off. I'm legitimately nervous about doing this at 9:30. I'll say that. Great job. We'll see y'all next time. These will be on YouTube here shortly as soon as Jeremiah gets them popped up there. So if you're coming in later this morning, good to see you. Thanks for working out with us.